Scott, what can you tell us what Nikolaj Ehlers is?
Just feeling under the weather, so we'll see. We'll just see how he is this afternoon. Kind of going around the team, so just kept him home. Just to hopefully he gets better for tonight.
Okay. If he's not available, what can Cole do in that power play spot? I know he played it when Nikolaj was out before.
Yeah, well, that's exactly. I mean, don't want to get into if he's in or if he's out, but if Fetz has done a great job when he filled in there when Fly was away. So it's just kind of seamless for us to go back to it.
Sure, and you had a good response game against Colorado. What do you hope to see in terms of response against Utah, based on how you weren't happy about
it? Yeah, they thoroughly outplayed us down in their building, and we weren't at our best. And it's nice that we get another shot at them right away. Watched them last night go into Minnesota, play another strong game. So they're playing well right now, and we're going to have to be at our best to make sure that we get ourselves a win.
Just up in case Nick can't go.
Yeah, we don't have an extra forward, so we needed. Obviously, we made the switch yesterday. Sure enough, we made the switch with Tony yesterday, and then thinking that we would maybe get through some situations here. But no, there's a little bit of a bug going around. Everybody's kind of seeming to catch it here. So,
what have you seen from Cole lately? He was telling us, he's happy with his defensive game, and he's trying to be more annoying. But the points aren't coming. What do you see?
No, and that's not just him. That's guys that you go through stretches where. If he wasn't doing those things, being annoying and playing well without the puck, and he is getting inside, he's getting looks. He's had some really good looks, sort of one-on-one with the goalies, and those are things that goal scorers, playmakers, they kind of go through spurts. When they get hot, they get real hot. And you know what? For me, that's all I say to him. As long as he's doing all the other things well, those numbers will come, those situations will come, and you just stick with it.
Is there a particular aspect of his game in terms of getting to the inside, or those battles that maybe you've seen develop the most, that's helping him the most stay in those books for you?
Well, I think the things, one of the things we talked about this summer, and then we kind of sort of talked about throughout the early part of the year, is that he's not going to win against some of these big defensemen or some big centermen. It's all about him kind of using his, sort of his stick and using his quickness, or, getting inside faster, or sort of anticipating being on the right side of the puck before the other guy gets there. And I think that's where he's been doing it a lot better. He's not getting pinned against walls. I think in the past he's kind of turned into the traffic and got himself cornered. I think he's doing a really good job of getting away from traffic. I don't mean it in the sense that he doesn't play in there. I mean, he recognizes when, the swarm is happening in the corner. He knows how to get away from it. And I think that's been a better look for him, and allows him to kind of keep the puck on his stick or move it and then get into holes to get that second opportunity.
If Brad does get into game action, what are you hoping to see maybe compared to December's version?
Just that, he came in, and I thought he did a real good job of, how, going into a situation where, needed him to kind of give us, obviously in that center ice position, it's a big role. So, see where you're at tonight. I mentioned this morning that just, like we talked about before, that's how you play with the puck, it's how you play without the puck, and those are kind of lessons that he's learned as he goes here.
Bit of an Ehlers question in a way, because he's the example I can think of right now, but your power play success, part of it has got to be about the puck recoveries, right? Like getting first on it and pressuring, and I think he dove for one the other day, so that's in my head. But what can you say, or how do you direct traffic, or how does Davis direct traffic to make sure that those puck recoveries are always won?
I think it's something that we constantly, whether we show or we talk about, it is 5 against 4, and if you can get 2 against 1, any part of the ice, if it means so that you don't get stuck in one-on-one situations where the pressure's coming and you're getting pinned against the wall, you don't have an outlet. And so the work away from the puck is so important. Obviously, second guy getting there for close support, then the other 3 got to move just as well, because there has to be a play made. And as we've seen, although we haven't had many power plays in the last couple of weeks, we have seen teams try to get really aggressive against us, and I think that helps, that we know that teams are going to sort of attack us quickly, and that we have to work to get those support spots. And I think that's been, Nick's been good at it. That's part of the reason why we have him in that spot, because he's so quick to get side to side.
There is an adjustment to make against Utah. I guess would the conversation be about some of those offensive blue line moments, or what is the thing that you got to do?
There's a couple of things. They're heavy on the forecheck, so first we got to get out of our end a lot cleaner, a lot faster. Getting through the neutral zone, they play that 1-1-3, so it's not going to get a lot of the the odd man situations. But I think if we break out cleaner, we're coming with speed, and if it has to be a chip, if it's a carry, obviously that's the best situation. It has to be a chip or a hard rim. We got to be the ones that get our forecheck going. I didn't think we did a very good job in their building and getting pressure on their defense. And then, the zone time, it's about puck support. It's about moving the puck quick. It's not leaving guys, kind of like the power play. It's not leaving guys to get outnumbered in corners or, situations like that. So for me, it's a lot faster, doing things with a lot more support and executing.